Good afternoon everybody, and my name is Claire Manning from Thirsty Brush. I'm here doing a demonstration for the Stamps by Me studio with our Thirsty Brush designs today for the Sunday chill. So do subscribe to the channel and you will get notified of everybody's videos who contributes to the Stamps by Me channel. So there's tons and tons to watch. I personally am on every Thursday and every Sunday at 1 p.m. So I'm going to do a really bright and colourful 5x7 card, really super easy, loads of stamping, loads of colouring. I don't think there's any die cutting in this one, which just is a nice change sometimes. So I've pre-cut a slightly smaller than my 5x7 piece of white card, and I'll show you the two stamps that I'm going to use. I want to do something really bright and colourful with this lovely geo background, and then for my sentiment I'm going to use this Friends Forever. So I really wanted this to be a great idea for if you've got a superhero in your life in the form of somebody who's worked all year for the NHS, or just needs something, a friend who needs a little bit of cheering up, maybe you're not seeing them over Christmas. And yes, everybody sends a Christmas card, but just something extra special that you want to send and say, you know, that you're missing them, you think they're wonderful, you think they've done an amazing job all year. So this big stamp, if you put it the other way around, it kind of fits perfectly on that 5x7. So I thought, let's do something different with it and use it top and bottom and different parts of it, because it is so huge you can kind of use different bits and get two different looks, which is really cool. It's wet and dreary here in Birmingham as I record this for you, and so we're on Sunday, aren't we? The Sunday before Christmas. Are you all done? You done all your wrapping and your posting and all that? So that's the top bit. I'm going to stamp the bottom bit as well, because we can stamp and then die cut all together. So can you see I've used the other kind of side, and then it's hopefully going to give us a nice gap that will work well for our sentiment. I'm going to use lots of rainbowy colours, make it all super bright, super cheerful. And I thought we'd done plenty of Christmas stuff. Most of you are probably sick to death of making Christmas cards now, and you're all done. And we're looking forward to a new 2021 that is more cheerful, more positive, don't you think? So I'm going with the classic gold because I think it's going to go really well with all the different colours I'm going to put on. Oh, I didn't use my anti-static bag, did I? Too busy talking. I might have a couple of bits I need to brush off, but no worries. Well, most of it's come off, okay. Need to get a little brush, I think just a couple of little bits there I need to clear up, but that's my fault for not using the anti-static bag. Get my Eureka out the way. And I've got a couple of little brushes here that are nice and dry because I'm planning on using them for my colouring in a minute. I'm not going to worry too much about it being absolutely perfect because it's going to be coloured anyway. Right, and let's heat set that. Nearly done. Have a quick check in the light that I've got it all. So, there we've got our lovely golden shine, and hopefully we can fit that lovely sentiment in there. I might do that out of the way actually, because if you use something like a versifying that is actually water resistant anyway, it doesn't matter that you're then going to watercolour around in case you splash any water or anything, because it does set permanent. I don't know whether we're going to fit those words in. Let's have a play. And doing it now, what it does do for you is you haven't got to worry then about drying off any watercolour that hasn't quite set. Don't know whether to do Friends Forever or Forever Friends. Might have to overlap some of the geos slightly, but that's okay because, like I say, it's permanent. So, is that straight? Is the question. I think so. I'm just going to do it nice, bold black. A couple of goes just to make sure there's absolutely no gaps in there. Give it a clean off. And that already looks super bold and fun, doesn't it? So I am just going to heat set that just to make sure I don't smudge it or those ones don't get smudged. Once it's dry, it's completely permanent. So that should be enough. Okay, so that's where we are so far. I think that's quite a nice card as it is. Let's add some colour. So I want to do a kind of rainbowy. So let's have a pink, a purple, got a yellowy orange, or do I want the actual yellow? A fun blue, and a green. Let's stick with that, just the classic. And I'm going to use these, you've seen me use these a million times before, like a brush pen. So like I always do, I'm not going to colour the whole piece, I'm going to colour part of it. I've got a water pot here and a very, I'll say very fine brush. This is at number 5, but if you've got your number 4 that came with you, Eureka, that would be absolutely fine as well. And then just a tiny bit of water on my brush to blend that out. Okay, and I'm literally just going to work around. Don't tend to do, even though the gold will act like a bit of a resist. In fact, let's try it, because I wouldn't normally do 2 pieces next to each other in case I did accidentally get some colour. But yeah, it should work well as a resist, so let's try it. And then if it doesn't work, you know not to bother. Let me make the mistakes for you. So we've got a yellow. Yeah, I think that's working quite well. I'm not leaving any white space when I'm blending out like I normally would do if I was doing a flower, for example. Sometimes I leave a bit of white space at the end of a leaf or a petal to give it an even more shaded effect, but I want this kind of solid colour, so I'm just going from lighter to darker with my blend, but making sure it's all covered with some colour. And then I've done my 5 colours, and then just start going around again. So it's up to you whether you want to do all your blues first, or whether you want to do in 5 colours like that. Totally up to you. I might do a few blues now, just while I've got it out. So I've done a few blues, and I'm just going around with my pink now. Do a few of those. Oops. And now that stamp sentiment is nice and dry. Like I say, it hasn't smudged, even though I've gone over that top of the F with the wet brush. So just keep going, keep working round. I'll do a few more, and then I'll do maybe a sped up bit with colouring the rest. Some more purples. So that's where I am right now. I'm going to carry on colouring and speed it up a bit for you, so you're not stuck here for an hour watching me colour them all in. So I'll see you in a few minutes, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. So I'm all finished on the colouring there. I just want to add a little something. I feel like it needs a bit of something in the middle, but I don't want to kind of detract from the sentiments, but add maybe a bit of depth. So I'm going to have a go. Maybe that's a bit too blue. I was going to maybe put some grey around the edge. So it's a little grey and a light grey. Let's try this. And just kind of make that geo bit stand out. I hope this works now, otherwise I've totally ruined it. So I've gone a dark grey and blending with a light grey, and then I'll blend again with my tiny bit of water. And just let that almost blend out to nothing. I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's go. This one's slightly darker than I would like, really, but by blending out with the lighter and the water, I think we'll just about get away with it. I'm just going around. Oh, there goes the dog. Spotted something at the window, I think. And then blending out with the brush. It's absolutely dark and lashing down here. Yeah, I feel like that gives it a little bit more depth, do you? Let's do it on the bottom as well. The only bit I'm going to skip is in that F there, because I don't want to colour in the gap and make it not look like an F anymore. Okay. And again, we've already done that sentiment with the permanent ink, so it's not going to budge at all. Okay, I think, oh, that looks quite graphic almost, doesn't it? I think that's giving it a bit of an edge. Okay, so a bit different for me, a bit of a slightly different style, I would think, but something fun. The colouring bit only actually took me about 20 minutes or so in the end, which is obviously longer than some techniques, but you know, if you've got a few minutes and you want to immerse yourself in it, it's almost just like I've said before with these geometric designs. It's, you know, it's a bit like having an adult colouring book, isn't it? So I'm just going to raise it up. So I'm not doing any matte and layers on this, so I'm just raising it up with some foam pads, just playing on there and letting all that colour and dimension speak for itself. And there we go. So I really hope you enjoyed that. You can catch some of the gold as well. The light is so dark today. It's really hard to tell. But yeah, you've got that lovely gold in there as well. I hope you enjoyed that. And so Thursday is Christmas Eve, isn't it? So there probably won't be a Thirsty Thursday, but do look out. There will still be a watercolouring one, and I'm sure there'll be bits and pieces. I want to do like a kind of best of maybe video in between Christmas and New Year, and have a look at some of the older videos and have a look at see what were your favourite ones off my YouTube and all that kind of thing. So look out for something like that, and have an amazing, amazing Christmas. Relaxing, different but relaxing, and enjoy it. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care.